Everybody has a story.
This long journey's about to start soon. Sometimes my life is like a cartoon. Two lightning bugs illuminating my dark room. You can tell the moon that I'ma be a star soon. I'ma be a star soon. I'ma be a star soon. Two lightning bugs illuminating my dark room. You can tell the moon that I'ma be a star soon. I played a tortoise in this lonely race. It's been reported, my brain distorted this phony place. I'm pretty sure that rigor mortis is the only way. I've been absorbing of historic facts like Ed Day. Take that blue pill, cause real life can get frightening, cuz everything was dark until I seen this pair of lightning bugs. Life as a broke poet, I'm Edgar Allan Poe, man. I like my greens with turkey neck, no pork, I go ham. I treat the game like recess and right now it's playtime. Never been one to shy away from my feelings, I say mine. Comparing yourself to me is like a flashlight in the daytime.
I hope I didn't blink. The two bright lights. It'd be like RG3 got that picture of RG3 and Rick Ross out here hanging out. And look at them out on a night in Phoenix. What's up?
The original Ricky, though.
That's right.
The original
Freeway.
Not the Freeway. Shouts out to Freeway
go.
Ricky. We love you, dude. That's fucked
Freeway.
up, man. I'm glad you can read now. That's the shit.
Right.
Okay, we good.
Are we good? We live?
We good. We be telling people we live. We're not exactly live. I mean, we're alive, so we live.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
By definition.
And that's what I mean when I say it. So we're live here at Not Your Mama's Comedy. Y'all don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
It's a wild night. It's a wild night here at Not Your Mama's.
That's what's up.
It's different, man. Being here for my first time, it's a different crowd. But I like 10P. I like the vibe out here, so.
You ready for some chocolate? Yeah, sexual chocolate is coming to you guys. Get your dollars ready, honey, because you never know what he's going to do. All right, put your hands together for Durrell Johnson! He gave you some good
All right. You cannot tag me on Facebook on that photo.
Whatever shows he does, I always check out. Always wild. And I tell him all the time, Bobby Johnson, he's got his own time. If you ever do a Bobby Johnson show, I say it's BJT, Bobby Johnson time.
Yep.
9 o'clock show starts at 10:30. It ain't even CPT at that point. That's Bobby Johnson time. He don't even care too. He'll roll in late and act like he's on, like he's early.
People here, there's some places I was supposed to be tonight, but I was at home sick watching The Walking Dead. All right, that's the story.
But yeah, man, it's fun though. It's always fun.
Man, I'm glad you're out here supporting, man. So when's the next time you're going to be on the mic?
Actually, I run my own show on the west side of Phoenix at Stinger's Bars, 43rd Avenue in Peoria. I do a weekly, bi-weekly show over there, so it's every other Saturday. So I'll be there on the 25th. I host the shows, I produce the whole thing, and I've done it for, it'll be 3 years in February. So.
Right.
You know, but it's the only West Side show on a weekend.
And so that's next Saturday.
That's next Saturday.
Dude,
so that'll be my next show.
It's perfect. You guys are opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could work something out, dude.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I would love to come check you out.
I would love it too, man. We have a great show, great crowds. It's very supportive. We've done a couple podcasts over there before too.
Dude, just instantly a whole bunch of ideas popped in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know,
we work some things out, man.
We gotta talk, man.
Yeah, no, I've got that. I've got the Speakeasy Comedy Lounge, Old Town Scottsdale.
Okay.
I've got that show on Friday night, so I got a Friday and then Stingers on Saturday. So I'll be, you know, this is my week off, so I get to come check out all the shows in the Valley. But next week I'll be busy again and right back to it.
How are you guys doing tonight? You guys are an awesome crowd. All right. That's what I like. That's what I like. Okay, so I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time up here. I'm going to get straight to the point. This is what I like to do at my day job. I like to read those internet articles, you know, those Dear So-and-so, my husband's a douchebag, you know, those old things. But I always have at the end of those, they have these polls, and they said that last year, 56% of women felt that after a year, men stopped paying attention to them. Like, that's the moment they've heard everything they need to hear and they just tune out. And I was like, that's bullshit, all right? And I'll tell you why. Because men, we may not be able to remember the minute details, like the brand of mascara she had on the night we met her, or the anniversary of when we bought the little chihuahua. But we can tell you Tom Brady's stats from his college career on. Like, there's a reason for that. And it's all details, lady. It's details, all right? So if we're playing GTA or watching SportsCenter and you decide to tell us a story about how you and your friend Heather went to the mall and Heather felt sick and you told her she was pregnant, but she wasn't really pregnant, and then a week later you're like, hey, we're going to hang out with Heather, and he's like, who? And she's like, you weren't even listening to me last week. Ladies, next time you say we're going to hang out with my friend Heather, his response should be, fake tits Heather or HIV Heather. So that's how men talk to each other, right? Be like, hey man, I'm thinking about getting back with Jessica. Jessica who? You know, sloppy hand job Jessica? Oh, why don't you just say that? Keywords, right? Now I know it sounds kind of harsh, ladies, but men, don't you think for one goddamn second they don't have nicknames for us. They got them, and they're even worse, aren't they? Nick? Nick who? One nut Nick or a baby dick Nick? My best friend coined the term gonzo dick. It's for you boys that got a little hook shot going on down there. Gotta stand to the left and take a piss in the morning. I'm getting on the rug. It's rough life. Anybody into threesomes? Bro, we're in Tempe, right? It's a Saturday night. It's okay, whatever. I just think it's funny because it's like, I always wonder, like who are these dudes that are okay with threesomes with another dude? Like, I don't know, brother, we're not doing any lightsaber battles, no sword fighting tonight. Like, it's either me and two chicks or me and a chick. Like, I don't understand it. You guys are Eiffel Tower and stuff. Like, it's like this cool thing. I'm like, what is going on with the world? Like, and how do you establish those ground rules? Like, you're like, hey, man, are you a shooter? Like, do I gotta get out of the way? Like, you gonna wink at me when you close? Like, do I gotta make a chick dip? Like, you know, it's like, it gets complicated. And my favorite are like the relationships, like the boyfriend, girlfriend, and then it's like, oh my God, Tommy's never had a threesome, this would be so fun. And then they go pick out another girl at the bar, and it's like, what if she's got nicer tits, a better ass, bigger lips? Who knows, you know? You never know. And then it's like, how do you establish those ground rules? You gotta finish in or on the other chick? Like, is she not allowed to do anything? Can only the girlfriend eat her out? Or do you have to... It's a sticky situation, all right? No pun intended. I know. Some people do get a little weird about it. And here's the thing. If you're into threesomes, especially you ladies, you better not mind a little protein shake now and then. You know, I'm just saying. It's a lot going on and it's hard to control.
Man, you ever get heckled on stage?
Oh yeah, all the time. Stingers is a biker bar. People come. It's not okay. I won't say it's a biker bar, but what it is there's
I just
pool
picture you
tournaments.
performing in front of the Sons of Anarchy.
It's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. But the nice thing about it is it's one of those places where if you're funny,
Right.
everybody's gonna listen to you. Everybody's gonna laugh. They're gonna love you. Someone at the bar is gonna buy you a shot, and it's a good night.
Right,
you know?
right,
But if you suck, they're gonna let you know that right away. And,
Look, bro,
and it's crazy because a lot of people think I'm crazy or stupid for even doing the show. They think it's like a waste of time. So they're like, why do you do a bar show? Why do you keep doing bar? And it's like the comedians that come and do these shows love it because they get an opportunity to try out their new material. They get an opportunity to get beat up a little bit on stage, and then before they go to a stand-up Scottsdale or a Tempe Improv, or where people are paying $10, $15 to come see you.
Right.
You know, you're gonna be pissed off if you're not funny. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Gay couples? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's okay. Right when the world stops freaking out about it. Like, I don't understand it. Like, straight men, we're so homophobic still about, like, I was at a New Year's party, and I probably saw like 5 or 6 of my straight female friends have 2 fireballs, and then they're making out with everybody. And I'm like, not that I'm saying I want to make out with a dude, but I started thinking, I'm like, what is gay really? What, 2 dudes kissing? I saw 2 dudes sharing a cigarette on the patio. I shared a joint with 3 guys before I got on this stage. And I'll be honest, if it wasn't for that whole penetration thing, a lot of us probably would have been gay a long time ago, myself included. Because what? I got a guy I can watch the games with on the weekend who's not going to bitch at me if I want to play my Xbox at 2 a.m.? I might hold a hand for that. Nothing wrong with that. But straight men, we're so homophobic, we can't even compliment another dude without the no homo. That's a new thing, like, hey man, that's a nice shirt, no homo, but I told you wear that. You're like, okay, what are you gonna rape me and take it off? Like, I knew what you meant by that. Like, okay, but it helps alleviate that homosexual tension with straight men. So I started thinking, maybe ways to alleviate racial tension in America. I came up with No Racist. Simple concept, but here's how it works. This happens to Durrell a lot. Barbecue, summertime, Chad's house in Mesa. Hey bro, we got a potato salad, chicken, no racist, watermelon. For instance, see, like it's all covered up front, so you can't even get upset. It's perfect. Minorities, you can do it with your white friends too. Next time you're at Bashas' or Albertsons or wherever white people shop, you can be like, hey Chad, look, they got mayonnaise and potato salad on sale. Oh, no racist, Crystal Light too. And see, it's like, it's all covered up. Perfect. It's perfect. Because that's really all it is. It's the whole thing about stereotypes. It's so funny. Like, there's so many stereotypes in America people don't even think twice about. Like, why do black people like Air Jordan shoes? Same reason white people like New Balance shoes. There's no logic behind it. It just happens that way. It's like you'll never meet a white guy named Jamarcus or a black guy named Tanner. Not done on purpose. It just happens that way, you know? Because it's what's behind the word that gives it power. That's my whole opinion. Like, I used to drive a car. I called it Reggie. It was my nigger car. Not because it was a black car, it's because he used to smoke and didn't want to work all day like a homeboy Reggie. You see, you put something behind it, it's not as bad. It's perfect. I told my Mexican friend in high school, Carlos, I told him he should embrace his stereotype. Carlos was a Mexican who couldn't speak Spanish. He was a coconut. There's a lot of them in Arizona, no big deal. And I told him, I said, you need to embrace your stereotype. Well, Carlos, true story, went to jail for stealing car stereos my sophomore year of high school. He's out of jail now, and 5 years running, he's been Employee of the Month at Audio Express. That is a true story, folks. He embraced his stereotype. Now, do all Mexicans steal car stereos? No. But I'm going to trust one to put it in for me. Because they'll bolt your shit in. They'll make sure other mates like, nah, fuck that MMI kid. I don't want that college kid. I want Miguel. I want the silver tooth and cowboy boots. You know? Have you ever ride around Scottsdale and you see those Escalades and they have those rims on there? And then they have those big ass bolts all the way around them? Mexicans put those on. So other Mexicans can't steal those rims. You gotta take the whole tire off to get those things. No one's going through that kind of effort. It's perfect. It's perfect. You guys are fun.
You know, so they gotta get, you know, so they gotta kind of build some character before they get up there, and that's really what it's all about. So it's fun. So I like it, but it's a great show. So yeah, hecklers for sure, and you learn how to deal with that.
Right, and you know what, dude? I think what you said is real cool. So yeah. I really want to get down there and check it out.
Yeah, man.
You know
it's
what I mean?
fun.
Because like the name of this podcast is called "I Want to Be a Comedian."
Okay.
You know, it's not. I'm thinking. So I haven't really been on stage like that.
Yeah.
I've done public speaking and stuff like that. I'm not trying to compare it to being the same thing. I'm just saying that I'm fearless in just going up, but I'm just worried about, am I funny?
Well,
you know what I mean?
You know what? I heard, I actually recently heard Kevin Hart say, he said it the best. He said the hardest thing about stand-up comedy is the approval of other people, that what's coming out of your mouth is funny and relatable.
Right.
You know, and I say that's exactly right, because there's so many comedians, and you'll see some of them tonight that think they're funny, you know, might be around their drunk friends and they're like, oh man, you're funny, you see. But to translate that to an audience, there's things that I think that are funny all the time, but I could never translate that to an audience like this. It's a bar show, you know. It might translate better at a comedy theater or a comedy club, but it wouldn't translate to a crowd like this. So I'd have to work with some things and tweak them, and you know, and then you just hit them with jokes early, you know. It's keep them laughing. Don't tell long stories.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's the
like
thing,
how
you know?
sometimes you don't tell, because I know, like, we'd be in the garage. I have people crying tears. You know, this is just, you know, in the house, in the garage, messing around, being me. You know, not trying to be nobody. Just let it happen naturally, having a good time. And it's like, when you're doing that, your stories are longer. You know what I mean? But you're still getting the laugh.
Exactly.
So you gotta like shave it down.
You
a little
do,
bit,
and you know, I always look at it like, if you've got a 30-second story, cut it down to 15, and in that 15, you have jokes, you have a punchline, something in the story to keep people going. You know, it's kind of like if you listen to a good rap artist, they don't just start one word with a rhyme and then end it with a rhyme. Like you look at like Jay-Z or Eminem, like they have a rhyme here, then they got a rhyme in the middle, and then they got another rhyme right before the end of the rhyme, and then they get the other rhyme. You know, and it's like, it's the same thing with comedy. When you write, it's like, if you're gonna go up there and tell a 15-second story or 30-second story about something and want it to be funny, you can't start at the beginning of something tell this long story and get to the end and have the punchline fail, because then people will be like, hey, you just wasted our time. That's it. So you got to build it. You got to build the set, and sometimes you'll have, moments where you'll do a joke for 2-3 months. It's really, really good, and you can just build on it, and it becomes something. And then next thing you know, you got a solid 10 minutes on one topic that just started off as 3 to 5 here, so it works out.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got me hyped right now, man. I didn't finally found a comedy instructor right now.
I'm no instructor. It's just that, it's one of those things where it's just, you have to understand that it's an art form. It's a form of art, like poetry, like any sort of form of art, music. You have to have patience with it, and it's not for everyone. And some people can't acknowledge that right away. It's they go pay money to go to a comedy school. Or they go to
comedy school.
Yeah,
Damn, there's a comedy school.
I'm
ignorant. I don't know nothing.
I just I'm like, that's like doing porn. Either you can do it or you can't. You don't go to school for that. Sorry, if you weren't built packing, sorry, you're not gonna get a job here. Sorry. If you ain't gonna get them implants, I'm sorry.
You're not packing.
That's it.
You're not packing.
I'm just.
Yeah, you.
They looking for them like skills out there, them real brothers. I ain't trying to mess with these guys. So I'm like, it's the same thing though with comedy. It's like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But like I said, I'm no instructor. I just see it, and it's just, I look at what I see and what I started out at, and the advice that I got on my way up. And you got to stick with it, Just people kind of jump ahead of themselves,
And the reason I say instructor, because I sit down and I ask people, when I got the best, I like that. I don't want to be no bias in there, but
Hey, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna play this back and take some notes.
Yeah,
you understand?
I appreciate it, man.
I will turn my paper in by the end of the week.
you spread the word, man. Spread the word. I appreciate it.
You can't even get your name straight on the paper. You be like, you better go. You need to go to clown school or was it comedy school? I need to go to comedy school, coach. Put me in the game, coach.
Oh man, it really. I mean, here's the thing. You have to have good improv skills to be a good comedian, in my opinion, because that's how you know how to respond to a heckler. Or if a joke falls flat, that's how you know how to transition to the next one without making it sound like you have your set list right in front of you. So you have to really. You have to really learn those lessons.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here on this one because I'm not gonna be up here long. I've got anybody into online dating? I just know somebody mentioned it earlier. I have a friend who keeps trying to get me to do it. I'm like, I'm not doing it, because by the time you meet somebody you like on there, it's like Sarah, who lives in Prescott, who just wants to hang out for coffee. It's like, no. Sorry, Sarah. If I'm driving all the way to Prescott, you better be going down more than the Obamacare site. All right? That's the kind of weekend we're having. It's ridiculous, And I consider myself an equal opportunity employer. I'm not biased. It's 2014, whatever. Dating white chicks, that was a smart idea. Learned a whole lot of different things about that side of the world. I'll tell you what, some of the experiences that I love it. It's perfect. Like movies that aren't directed by Tyler Perry, that's a great thing. Blowjobs, those are always fun. White women also like to have what's called makeup sex. This is if you get in an argument and later on she decides to aggressively have sex with you to make herself feel better, make you feel better. With black women, that's not the case. If you get in an argument with a black woman, you get to have what I call a grown man slumber party. That consists of Jergens, tissue, and your favorite porno. You go cuddle up on the couch with the anniversary chihuahua, that just lay there on the ground. And that's your night. And depending on the nature of the argument, you might even forego the tissue, like, fuck this bitch. I pay mortgage here. Coming all over my house. Just kidding. All right, guys, I'm Durrell Johnson. That's my time. Thank you. Give it up for your host.
For all that y'all that you do right now, we're doing for free, this exposure, everything that we're getting, man, it's worth it. It's one of those things, man. So, I appreciate what you do, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Hey,
so,
thank you, brother.
All right, man. We'll go over and start drinking again.
All right. And we out.
Give it up for Durrell. Good job.
Go, Key.
Everybody has a story.
Heard it here first, and we out.